our time of heaven, we have for you today what we consider our moment of patriotic togetherness and celebrating America and celebrating especially the flag, the ones that are going to take care of us quite well in our old age. And they look forward to showing you all that they can about their pride and their fervor for their country. Oh, one special thing. You will notice, beginning our very special melody, Ann Walton, who keeps coming in over and over again.
Baltimore Harbor, Francis Scott Key observed the British bombing of Fort McHenry and the War American flag through the smokes and flares of light. The next morning, he was so happy to see the flag still flying that he began writing a poem. Later, this poem was put to the tune of another song and became America's national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. The flag that inspired the Star-Spangled Banner was made by Mary Pickersgill and her daughter Caroline. It measured 30 feet by 42 feet. It was as wide as most two-story buildings at top. Well, today this flag is displayed at the Smithsonian Institute at Washington, D.C.
A casket draped with solemn flag journeyed the countryside, while people came from town and field to mourn the man who died. When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies they will all turn out. We'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies they will all turn out. We'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home, when Johnny comes marching home.
While the flag is often flown during joyous occasions, it is also displayed at serious events. When President Lincoln was assassinated in 1865, this flag, this casket was carried by train from Washington, D.C. to the Grand Island in Illinois. When the flag is displayed halfway down the flag, it is then displayed at half-staff or half-mast. It is flown in distant distance to honor the memory of someone who has died.
Lord, carry the waving flag to love and sun and wind, and left the banner on the spot that marked their journey's end.
In 1926, Richard E. Byrd and his pilot, Floyd Pittman, were the first to fly over the North Pole. 3 years later, after Bennett's death, Byrd and 3 other companions were the first to fly over the South Pole. Before that historic flight, Byrd took a stone from Bennett's gravesite and tied it to a small American flag. Then, as he flew over the South Pole, he dropped the flag as a tribute to his ex-pilot and to all polar expeditions. An explorer often plants a flag when he reaches his final destination to show that something is due to his memory.
Children wave their festive flags to parade along the way. While drums roll and trumpets blare the rhythms of the day.
On July 4th, 1776, the original 13 colonies declared their independence from Great Britain. This new United States of America adopted the Constitution in 1787. The next year, on the 4th of July, the citizens of Philadelphia held a parade in celebration. Over the years, this practice continued. The 4th of July, or Independence Day, has become the time for flags, parades, picnics, and fireworks.
Three cheers for the red, white, and blue. Three cheers for the red, white, and blue. The flag of America forever. Three cheers for the red, white, and blue. Three cheers for the red, white, and blue. Three cheers for the red, white, and blue. The flag of America forever. Three cheers for the red, white, and blue. Hip, hip, hooray, hip, hip, hooray, hip, hip, hooray. This roar of the fans who chant their country's name with hopes their team will score.
Where's the baby? After each event, the winner stands near those countries' flags. That should include his words because they have something in common. School, culture, heritage, or their country. It's only natural to have another for American land because we know we can
When people that cross the sea, they are welcome to our harbors by the flag of liberty.
Since 1942, the flag has been flown in all of America's ports of entry. It is one of the first things seen by people aboard ships. In this way, visitors from other lands and Americans returning home are welcomed by the symbol of freedom. On land or at sea, when the flag is flown upside down, it is considered a signal of emergency or distress.
Valiant flags twice, 3 times and more, and the fronts of battlefields and home in distant shores.
Many Americans have died fighting for our country and for the rights of people around the world. Many monuments have been built to commemorate these heroes, including Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. Plaques and statues are placed in the parks and public buildings all over the country to honor our nation's heroes. Keep leaving flags and monuments as a tribute to those heroes.
Citizens for freedom, with action taken and word, the righteous banner guarantees their voices will be heard.
The government of the United States of America is based on democracy, or government by the people. The flag represents the people's right to defend or protest a cause, to speak out about the things in which they believe. People often carry flags as a symbol Americans often feel kinship with their fellow citizens and a loyalty to their country. There is no official record of why red, white, and blue were chosen for the American flag. A resolution regarding the Great Seal of the United States defined the meanings of our country's colors. Red stands for hardiness and courage, white for purity and innocence, and white for vigilance, perseverance, and justice.
Citizen wears a symbol, a tiny flag-shaped pin, as a promise for our future and a reminder of where we've been.
People showed patriotism in many ways. They wore flag pins, displayed flags outside their homes, and participated in parades. When you see the American flag, remember that it does not represent one cause but many causes. And remember that it does not represent one person but many people. And remember that it does not represent one ideal but many Americans' hopes and dreams.
Celebrate the flag we love, a majesty in the sky, and feel the pride that swells inside as our banner goes streaming by. Every star is our state, every state is simply great. From 13 original colonies, 50,
right, but something tells me photo ops are a necessary item. We have about 5 minutes before